Do you think that men and women should like worship each other, and it shouldn't just be like, sorry, like
I don't think they should worship. I don't think either or should worship the other. But I do absolutely believe that the woman needs to like the guy more than he likes her.
Worship
for the relationship to actually work.
Okay.
Because women are harder to please. So since women are harder to please, they need to feel more fulfillment in the relationship. For them to feel more fulfillment in the relationship, they must like the man more.
No.
Why not? Why do you disagree with that?
I think that women naturally are givers, like we are nurturers, right? So if we just nurture, give, and you're saying that we should love you or like
Are you selective?
more, I am.
Okay, so
however, I wasn't finished with my point. And as I allowed you to, and I'm not doing it like that, but as I allowed you to speak, you should allow me
go ahead,
to
finish your point.
Thank you so much. I was saying that just as we're nurturers and we give to, let's say, the smallest little instinct of like, oh, he did this, he pulled the door open, I'm going to just like make blah, 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 right? Because at the end of the day, women on a generalization, like a level, like that's what we do, right? So I think that the men should actually love the woman a bit more. I feel like as he sees a flower that's beautiful, if he doesn't want to pick it to kill it, he could take a picture of it. I feel like as we are, because mind you, because I've seen a few clips, so like scientifically based, after you have a child by a man, there is something that goes down within their, I think it's like vasopressin or something like that. It's something that goes down with their attraction level. So if they don't love you 1,000 times more than they do before you're married, it's never going to work. And that's why we see all these women dying on the tables of BBLs or mommy makeovers, because we're allowing them to, let's say, feel this like connection that's severed of sorts after they have a child. So long story short, I feel like men should love women a bit more just because after a while their love goes down scientifically after they have a child.
Okay. So let me ask you a few questions. You said women nurturers, and then the man has to open the door for her, and then you also mentioned a woman having...
Not open the door, but like if you see a flower.
Well, you gave the specific example of a guy being on a date with a woman, right?
No, I said
and opening the door on a date.
No, I said if he sees a flower, he could take a picture of it.
No, prior to you saying that, you mentioned that he was on a date with her and opening the door.
Okay.
Right?
I don't believe so, but if
you
I
did,
I had a few drinks. So I wrote it down. Know. Okay,
yeah,
well, good. You haven't been drinking, great.
Yeah, that's not an excuse for not being competent. But either way, the
point I am. Okay, the point that you're trying to make.
No, you didn't remember what you just said literally a second ago.
Bitch, Chris.
Huh?
Don't call me a bitch, Chris. So you could remind me without saying that I'm not competent.
Shut up, bitch.
Okay. Anyway, so Chris,
yeah, mama, ho.
Chris. So you said the guy's got to take the girl on a date, and the woman's gonna nurture, etc. But you're missing a huge thing.
What?
What? You're picky, right? Yourself?
You can say.
Would most of the ladies here say most guys aren't attracted to you?
For different reasons, yes.
I'm attracted to someone's brain, not really their looks.
But most men don't have the brain that you're looking for, I'm guessing. You want them to be interesting, charismatic. Oh, okay, so you really enjoy conversation and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you mentioned having a child with the guy, whatever. And women tend to always forget this. You forget that the guy had to get to a certain place for you to even give him a date. You forget that the man had to get
to a certain place.
No, she didn't. No, she didn't. And I'll explain why here in a second.
Please, I apologize.
For the guy to get the date in the first place, for the guy to even be able to impregnate her, he has to accomplish certain things and be attractive to even get this opportunity. But women, on the other hand, are the ones that are approached. Women are the ones that the guy comes up to them. Women are born with their value. Men must create their value, right? So,
may I interject right there? Value. So value is subjective, right? So appearance. So even take me, for example, you would say, oh, she was birthed like this. I'm 4'11". So even with weight, you can say, oh, she lost 40 pounds. Do you not think that that was inherently valuable for your appearance when you approach me?
The prerequisites required for a woman to get a date versus the prerequisites required for a man to get a date are vastly different. And the prerequisites of men are far higher and harder to achieve than women, period.
They're different, but I don't think that they're a bit more weight, because at the end of the day, it calls for discipline, whichever. So if you're an overweight woman,
stop. Hold on, stop.
That's fine.
An 18-year-old woman can be on a yacht with multi-millionaires versus an 18-year-old man will never get the opportunity.
An 18-year-old child with her frontal lobe not developed.
That's
is that
not
what you're
the point
saying?
I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make is this woman doesn't have any social status, is a nobody, and is able to be with the top tier of men. So what I'm trying to explain to you is that the burden of performance is on men. It is not on women. If women want to go ahead and achieve a career and make money, they can, but it is a choice. Men must become successful. Women don't have to be.
But
it's a choice.
women must be attractive in order to live this life,
but
right?
being attractive
but that
is
comes
not...
from a generation. So mind you, let's say me, right? A black family. We're gonna say if we do Kentucky. No. I understand your point, but we can like dead this conversation before you cut it off.
What?
You could dead the conversation before you cut it off because I wanted to make one more point, but you said, look.
Well, we're talking. You're trying to deflect right now and go into something else.
I don't mean to deflect. I was meaning to answer your question, but if you feel like it's deflection.
Go ahead, finish your point.
Okay, thank you. So I was saying, just as a woman that's 18 had to figure out the ways of being subservient, quiet, and hot, right? Now, mind you, think about coming from Kentucky when your grandmother cooks like maybe 3 or 4 times out of the week. So you may have gained a few pounds, maybe Southern Belle, right? But you've gained a few pounds. So what is the discipline of saying, hey, I am not going to put this Snickers in my mouth, but I'm going to make a protein shake. I am going to learn that.
No, I'm really confused and lost.
I don't know what's happening.
I feel like men are saying, hey, we have to address our ego and make money, but women have to address their appearance and, let's say, make sure that they're the equivalent of what a man.
Do you remember what the conversation? Do you remember what the original argument was?
Yes, that men and women, that men have a stronger or a powerful way to create themselves, and the women to be
the conversation was that it's harder for men to get that date before a woman could, or something.
But do you think it's harder for you to get a date with a multimillionaire?
Hold on. This is the problem, and this is why I've been cutting you off, because you don't even remember what you're arguing anymore. What we're arguing is why the woman needs to like the man more.
Okay. Oh, that was a long time ago. I feel like.
But no, we've had conversations after that. The conversation.
No. That was the original point, and then you went off on a tangent when I tried to stop you because you went off on a tangent. See, this is why I need to interrupt you right now. Why it's so important to be a podcast host, whatever. Because if I let you just drone on, everyone forgets what the hell we were talking about.
You're right.
What I was saying was the woman needs to like the man more, and the reason why the woman needs.
Girls, what are you talking about? You.
Yo, shut up, please.
What I was saying was the woman needs to like the man more because the man needs to get to a point where he's even able to get the girl to nurture him. Because you made the argument, he opened a door on a date, get a kid with him, blah, blah, blah. I'm saying the man needs to get to a certain point before she even does these things with him. The man needs to be attractive enough to even get the woman. So what I'm trying to say is this. You want to talk about science and numbers? Women initiate 80% of the divorces. Women overwhelmingly initiate the breakups. Women overwhelmingly get bored faster in relationships than men do. These are all facts. So knowing that women get bored in relationships and are more willing to end the relationship, who needs to be more fulfilled in the relationship? The woman. Right. Correct?
Yeah.
For a woman to feel fulfilled in the relationship, she must like the man more and feel like she has the best option she could get so she doesn't go anywhere. That is why. It isn't me being an asshole or being misogynistic or whatever. It's just simple science that women get bored in relationships and end relationships more. So therefore, they need a higher level of fulfillment. For them to get that higher level of fulfillment, they need to feel like they get the best deal. For them to get the best deal, they need to have the best man. For them to have the best man, they need to feel a certain adoration for that man. That is why the woman needs to like the man more. That's how it works.
It's all throughout nature as well. I mean, this goes on for all animals, insects, whatever it is.
The party that is more likely to end the relationship needs to be more satisfied. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Emotionally, physically, financially.
I mean, if you're looking at it even with like animals, though, if you're looking at it from an animalistic point of view, say it's like lions or some shit, or even like peacocks. Peacocks have to have their big, beautiful feathers in order to attract.
And the men actually.
Exactly. To attract the women. The men are the ones that have to attract the woman, and the woman decides, oh, I want you, or ew, get the fuck away from me. So I mean, it goes on not only just in humans as mammals, but all mammals. I mean, sea creatures too, bugs. You see it with fucking amphibians, like everything. It goes on everywhere. But it's not just with humans.
I know. I agree with everything you said. You're right. Like, that's very true. Like,
since women are more predisposed.
I do get bored easily.
It's a natural thing.
And they've done studies on this. It's women overwhelmingly that get bored in relationships more. So, right, and we have the reason why you guys might have never heard this is because we live in a very feminist-centric world where we tell women they need to be happy, any means necessary. They deserve the best man that they can get, blah, blah, blah. And then we also tell women that the grass is greener on the other side. So women are very selective on men and they get bored easily. So guys need to be the best version of themselves to keep the girl around. That's really what it comes down to.
A lot of
but the girl needs to like him more.
Right.
That's my point.
I agree. And I think that a lot of it comes down to like a man's willingness to like stay committed to growth and evolution, because a lot of men choose to stay in the comfort zone, and you have to choose growth and evolution if you're with a woman that is like
with the longevity of the relationship.
Mindset. Yeah.
Definitely.
Because that's the big reason why I've ended relationships is they don't want to grow and evolve. They want to stay in the comfort zone, and I do not want to stay there.
I mean, that's fair though.
I mean, just maintain your frame basically, where the man is always achieving more, doing better. So yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, but that's my. Well, go ahead.
Me.
Say something.
Thank you. You said that men.
No, yeah.
You said that men needs more variety, though.
Yeah.
Doesn't it mean that they also get bored?
We're not gonna end relationships though. You'll be with your girl, and you're gonna keep your girl. You might have sex with some other girls, but you're gonna keep your girl.
Why wouldn't they end the relationship?
Because we're not like you guys. We can have sex with other individuals and still love our woman. Women can't really do that. That's why when girls cheat and they have a guy, they feel insanely guilty, and they wanna end the relationship, or they'll end the relationship before they cheat on him. Because men and women are different. We look at sex just like, oh, this is an activity. For you guys, it's an emotional investment. You're getting involved with another man. Like, women need to cheat. They need to feel something in the head before they get in bed, right? For us, it's like, is she hot? All right, that's enough.
It's just like a physical boredom.
It's a very physical thing. It's a very physical thing and not an emotional thing.
I mean, I feel like that can go on for both parties, though. Say you're in a relationship and, somebody's not giving any type of sexual pleasure to the other person. Somebody is going to look for it somewhere but also if they're not happy in that relationship.
Women
not
aren't
always.
Women aren't driven by sex to the same degree that men are.
Yeah.
What would make
besides those with like a high sex drive?
But that's. I mean, even a woman with the highest sex drive isn't even going to come close to like a guy. Men have like 10 times as much testosterone as women. Women just aren't as interested in sexual intercourse as men are.
Imagine a woman walking around with as much testosterone as a man.
They don't though.
That's why I said imagine. That's a big bitch.
What would women need to do in order to keep their relationship interesting sexually?
You're never going to satisfy a guy by yourself. Sorry.
Never.
Not the same person.
Never.
So does the table, do we lay our importance on sex? I mean, I understand that it's important to men, but are we as women, are we accepting that sex is the only thing that's most important to offer to men? That's a question. Are we?
Can you repeat that question?
I mean, it doesn't really. I mean, with all due respect, it doesn't matter what you think, and I'll tell you why. Because men, what we're attracted to, or what we're attracted to, like that's like me asking the guys. So, what do you guys think about like women wanting tall guys? Like, you know what? Let's rebel against it. It's bullshit.
No, not necessarily rebel against it, but
that's just a ridiculous. That's a ridiculous question to propose because
no, I mean, sex is a thing. I mean,
but men are attracted to what they're attracted to, and it's not going to change. Just like women are attracted to what they're attracted to, and it's never going to change.
Definitely. But the conversation of sorts is about sex, and we understand that sex sells and sex makes the world go around. And
it's a woman's predominant value.
What
men want sex. We don't give a shit about anything else really that you guys bring to the table. Sex is number one.
So
your attractiveness. Everything starts.
Trash, bitch.
Everything starts with, is she sexually attractive?
Yeah.
And then it builds off of that. If there's no attraction, we don't care. We're not like you guys. A woman could go ahead and get with a guy that's not that sexually attractive, but he's able to provide in other ways. Unfortunately for you guys, you're more unilateral. We're multilateral, where we could bring value in other ways. Women, if you're not attractive, it's over. We don't give a fuck.
So after the breakup, whatever, processing emotions, I told the ex that I didn't care if he slept with other women. Like, if I can't meet all of his sexual needs by myself, so like I was fine with that.
But you were seeing other men, right?
No, like it was a few times. It wasn't like anything crazy. I don't need that.
He was with other people.
I don't need that. Like, I'm not like a.
I'm confused.
Me too.
He was seeing other people while you guys were together.
We both were. It was an open relationship.
That's why you didn't care.
Open relationship.
This is like group therapy.
But as it continued to develop, I was like, I really don't need other men. But he did need other women because I can't fulfill all of his sexual needs by myself. It's too time consuming for me.
I'm
to
wondering
fulfill all
if
your
this
sexual
guy
needs.
actually liked you like that. Because it seems to me like he was just saying you're his girl, but doing what he wants to do.
No, it's much more complex than that.
Okay.
But anyways, I'm just saying, like, I agree with you that like men want sex all the time, and like I'm fine with sharing him with another woman. That's fine because I'll still be the main girl. Whatever, I'm always gonna be the one that he comes back to.
But you want to fuck niggas too?
No, not really.
Wait, I have a question. So in your open relationship, was there ever a man where you're just like more interested in than
your significant other?
Yeah, then
was there another man?
Yeah, where it's not like, I'm not gonna like break up with you to
like,
be with
damn,
him.
he
But like,
laying this
I
shit
kind of
good,
like
though.
you. I kind of like you more than him, or like.
I mean, there's guys that I'm attracted to and that like I want to talk to and get to know and be friends, but I really like I just
But like,
don't.
how do you be friends with someone?
If you know he laying it good though, like how are you?
That's what I'm
how
saying,
are you just
like,
friends
if-
with him
if
when you
he's-
know he doing some good and you still got your nigga at home?
Look, just say it was
I
your
just don't see the
destiny.
point.
Just
I
say
don't see
that.
the point in
What?
it.
It was your destiny, bro.
What was
Yeah.
my destiny?
Never.
Sorry, I'm confused on the
Don't
question.
don't
It's an
worry.
inside joke.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Anyone else? I mean, does anyone disagree that? I know you said you had disagreed, but does anyone disagree that the woman needs to like the man more? I explained why.
No,
You still
no,
disagree?
I
It,
do
it
agree with
makes
you.
sense.
I feel like
it makes sense.
Does anyone disagree besides her?
May I say something?
Hold on, I just want to make
Okay.
sure. Does anyone else disagree?
No,
I
it
do
makes
not.
sense.
Does it make sense now?
It makes
when I
perfect
explained
sense.
it.
Oh,
I
it
mean,
made sense
we're
before
all
you
on the same
explained
page.
it.
I know it's
Yeah.
unconventional and like no one on the internet says that
Well,
shit, but it's the truth, man. If you
don't-
look at it objectively.
I don't think it's unconventional. I think people just don't like the reality.
Everybody
of the
wants to be fucking
situation.
equal.
Well,
Yeah,
that's why it's
everybody wants-
unconventional.
And
No,
it's,
No one says it.
I don't think
Yeah.
that it's equal, but Fresh just said that the most important thing for a woman to be is attractive, right? And in generalization,
That's fit. That's fit.
well, fit. Someone said that the most important thing was for a woman to be attractive, right?
It's the first thing we look at.
And then let's say agree. Maybe you can agree. Maybe you agree to disagree. But the most important for a man is to comfort himself and be able to provide, right? So if a woman, back to
Wait,
my point,
huh?
I'm not gonna talk too much. But back to
Oh.
my point, if a woman allows her, that's fine. If a woman allows herself to go through the trials and tribulations to be attractive, why isn't that as respected as a man going through trial? Well, you could be lost for 1 second. Why isn't it the same trials and tribulations that a man going to
That's
build
actually a
money?
good question. The reason why is because
Why?
being
Thank you for
successful
that,
for a
though.
woman is elective versus being successful for a man is mandatory.
Okay, I can understand that.
That's why.
I don't know.
I don't
I
want to
gotta
say
provide
but
for
okay,
myself.
but being,
No,
being
but
attractive
hold on.
for a woman is mandatory.
I
in this
get it.
conversation.
Like you got again. But if you chose, you could find a guy that would take care of you.
Oh,
Every
yeah,
single one of you
absolutely.
at the table can find a guy to take care of you.
Definitely.
But
I
let's
don't
say
know, I
I
like my own
chose,
bread,
I want to find a girl that's going to take care of me. Come on, man.
You can do gay for
It's
pay.
not-
That's
Yeah,
about it.
well,
easy to
What?
the point I'm trying to make is
Hey.
it's not going to happen.
No, it
so
isn't.
for men, we must be self-sufficient. Otherwise, we will suffer the consequences. Women don't have to be self-sufficient. I see some of you guys are career ladies, go to school, make your own money, whatever it may be. Fantastic. But what I'm saying is that you have the privilege, whether you take it or not, of not working and finding a man that could take care of you if you wanted.
You just go stir crazy, I think.
Huh?
You just go stir crazy after someone just.
But the point is that you
Yeah.
have the privilege.
Yeah, you do.
Men
I
must
love
work.
that.
Women
That's
don't have to.
wonderful.
If you choose to work, great, awesome,
But how much
fantastic.
is that man gonna respect you if you're not like
I'm okay with
educated and you don't have like?
I don't know. Some niggas
Okay,
don't have standards.
huge
I do. I get that.
huge truth that no one admits.
Yes,
we
I-
really
Yeah.
don't care about your status and your education like that.
No, they
Well,
don't.
I feel like if
We really
she
don't.
can't,
I've
a little bit.
As a woman,
What
you
is
should
it?
always
What
have-
do you guys
They want
care
you to
about
be
the
young,
most?
dumb,
It
and
makes
cute,
no
honestly.
bearing.
It's kinda
Look, man,
which is kinda messed up.
You are not going to lose any dates for being a waitress versus being a lawyer.
No, not saying
If you
that,
take the
but
same
like-
woman, right? If you take the same exact girl, and in one world she's a lawyer, in another world she's a waitress, or fucking even unemployed. If she's attractive, she's gonna get the same dates. It's not gonna make that much of a difference.
yeah, but how
We're talking
good is
about
your
education, not
relationship gonna be,
career.
and how much are you gonna respect what she says based on her intelligence
They don't
level?
respect you in the way that you think.
I mean, if I'm going to be honest, most guys really don't care about what women say anyway. If I'm going to be 1,000 with you, now with that said, hold on, that doesn't mean like all girls, because you don't have to be educated to be intelligent.
True.
There's a lot of educated women that are fucking retards. If I'm going to be honest.
Of course.
Oh,
So-
wow,
that word.
not the
Wow.
word.
X
What
word.
word?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
said
said
money in a
that.
jar.
Don't worry about what Mo says, man.
I think so.
You're messing with
Put
the
money in a
algorithm.
Yeah.
jar. Put money in a jar. You want to talk
Don't
about
worry, don't worry,
Niggas ain't
ladies.
paid.
But yeah, you're
What are you saying?
yeah, like
Fuck.
there's some women that are absolute retards that are educated. So it doesn't matter.
They gonna get this.
It doesn't really matter.
But what if you have like health advice for them, or like things?
Well, if you're a subject matter expert in what you do, that's different.
You're right.
That's different. But
Exactly.
but in general, what I'm trying to say is that men don't really care about females' opinions. In general, not all the time. Obviously, if it's a girl that you
I
care
feel
about,
like
a girl
he's
that you've been
just trying
seeing
to
a bit.
crack. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't care.
But
it's just,
in
But
general,
I don't
Niggas
care.
are trying to buzz cheeks.
Yeah, they don't care.
Time and a place. That's their mindset. For a
Yeah,
lot
he's
of
just
them, I feel like.
most men.
They
Are,
said, when are you free?
the bottom
When
line
can we
here
meet?
is that your status, your career, your education level. What the bottom line here is, I'm saying it doesn't have as much weight as you guys think it does. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
have a
everyone is just
question.
speaking from their own bias and experiences. Like we're all just like every single person is coming at this like based on their own experiences and biases
No.
that they've gone through.
This is facts and actual like real life data.
Yeah, but
do you think you would have lost any dates if you told the guy that you weren't educated or that you didn't work? Do you honestly think you would have lost any dates?
I honestly would want to be with a man that cared about my intelligence.
I'm not asking you that.
I don't.
Would you lose any dates if you had been if you had not had the education? Or
No, but I don't want.
That's my point.
But I don't want to go on a date.
That's my point.
I don't want to go on a date with an unintelligent man.
You went over his point.
You went over the point.
The foundation is if you told him, "Hey, I'm a server," he's still gonna take you on a date. It doesn't matter.
Right.
So that's the whole point.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I don't want a man
doesn't matter what you want.
God fucking damn.
It doesn't matter what you want.
Taking you on a date. Come on.
Actually, you know what? You know what? In certain financial brackets,
Jesus Christ,
it does
man.
make sense.
It's amazing how we're telling her what men want, and then she goes ahead and says, "Well, I don't want what the man want." Like, that's not what we're talking about.
Well,
You need
in certain financial brackets, education is definitely important. I'm not gonna lie to you.
We're not.
It's very true.
Definitely. There's snobs. There's snobs.
I met some dumbass men with money. I don't know what.
Look, man. I'm telling you, you guys are. I need you guys to like critically think and get out of your emotions. I don't give a fuck what you want. I'm telling you what the man wants and how men think. I'm telling you, you're not going to lose any dates by not being educated. Okay. And as far as like keeping the guy long term, etc. Of course, you're going to need to have some semblance of being able to hold a conversation, being attentive, being a good listener, being charming, all these things, holding the guy long term. But what I am saying is that you at least get the opportunity to meet the guy, go on a date with the guy, etc. Versus if, as a man, we're not even getting the opportunity unless we have certain prerequisites in place. You at least get to play the game. We can't play the game unless we pay an entry fee. Does that make sense?
True. Yes.
$5. It does.
That's all we're saying. You're not going to lose dates for not being educated. Women put way too much stake on this shit, and it doesn't matter. That's why are celebrities? Why are guys that are rich? Why are guys that have status? Why are they dating girls that are literally bums? Because we don't care. And the more money a man makes, the less he cares.
But what about like introducing them to your like mom and stuff? If I'm like a server and I date like a high value man or whatever, don't you think their family is going to be like, oh, this like gold digger or whatever?
Put it this way. Most guys would take a girl that is broke and not a hoe over a girl that has a career and smart and ambitious. That's a whore.
Oh my God.
They would.
That's how important it is to us.
They would though. I mean, a private. They would. I'm agreeing with you. So if you're gonna have a messy moment, if there's any women listening, just do it privately. I mean, they will. They would definitely look at you like you're crazy. So if you have, mind you, look at me. I've been here for. What are we talking about? We're talking about being a whore, right? Now I'm saying that you can be a whore because it's being sexually liberated. Definitely, they can. I've actually waited for a few months.
I thought we were.
You take up all the air in the room, bro.
Do I? Don't hate me because you hate me.
Okay. Anyway, was anyone else on the why the woman needs to like the man more? Anyone else disagree? You said you would disagree. Did you have anything that you're actually going to rebut that with, or no?
I actually think that you said that my question was nice.
No.
So no.
Let's move on, man. Picking up the whole show, bro.
The other girls just aren't talking, bro.
No,
they can't talk. They can't talk because you keep talking.
Time, and I'm agreeing with you, so there's not really nothing for us to really.
Well, she said she disagreed. Do you actually have a point to disagree with?
We should move to a new question.
I think I'm talking too much. It's okay because people. I think I go off on a tangent, so I'm okay. Does anyone else have a point to agree or disagree
No, ma'am.
with?
I think the majority's in agreement with you guys on that one, so maybe
All right, fair enough.
All right, chats.
Let's see here. Where we at?